Hey, Nadia.
Hello.
Hello, listeners.
What's up, everybody?
What'd you do this past Hollow weekend?
I went to New York to, well, one, to hang out with my friend, and two, to watch one of my teammates run the New York Marathon.
Nice. Oh, one of your gymnastics teammates?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So it's not really common for a gymnast to like running.
No. She honestly said that running the marathon was easier than doing level 10 gymnastics. And like training for the marathon was easier than gymnastics.
How so? It's definitely not easier cardiovascularly, but maybe like, is she talking about the mentally or physically?
All of it.
Interesting. Does that
Yeah.
make you feel like you want to run a marathon?
No, I'm not very good at running. I mean, it makes me want to try to run, but I like every time I try, my body hurts so much. And I just feel like, I don't know, it wouldn't be doable right now, at least.
So tell me about the people that participated in the marathon. Were there like little kids? Was it mostly like people my age?
I don't think little kids, but there's like 55,000 people that ran yesterday, and a lot of people fundraised money to run. You can also get in through the lottery system. But yeah, there was a lot of people running, but not necessarily like little kids. I'd say like adult, like 18 to the oldest person was 78 that ran. I'm not sure about the
78.
youngest, but
That's intense. 78 years old is how old your grandma is. That's how old Mima is.
yeah, yeah, which is crazy. I just feel like, I mean, I'm not quite sure like the logistics of it, of like if they had run a marathon before and all that, but yeah, pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then like the fastest person ran in like 2 hours, which is like a 4 minute 50-second mile for 26 whole miles, which is
It's crazy.
insane. Like I don't even think my legs can run that fast. Actually, I know they can't. They can't move that fast.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what training will do. And also genetics, like some people are just a little bit more built to be resilient to running and physically, and then also mentally. Like some people just have a
Yeah.
better ability to just kind of endure and go through the kind of, I guess, pains of running. But 78,
Right.
that makes me think about like, I can't imagine Mima, your grandma, running a marathon. And actually, lately, we've been talking a lot about Mima because she is trying to get her driver's license back again. And
Mm-hmm.
she's living on her own in a 5-bedroom home in San Jose,
Mm-hmm.
which is minimum of 30 minutes from her children.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems really to me rough to think about. Well, actually, no, to be honest, it seems like she's having a rough time thinking about what she's going to do next as far as her next step in
Yeah.
life. We all know that as you get older, you like need some more help. And
Right.
from the perspective that I am, which is 48 years old, I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, okay, I know exactly what I want. I want to like
Right.
travel and stay healthy and, stay active as long as I can and have a good time and be
Mm-hmm.
around community. And then when I get really old and I need support, more like physical support, I wouldn't mind living in a home with a bunch of other older people so long as there's it's clean and there's some
Yeah.
good food there and then there's like good activities and I like the people that I'm living around.
Right.
But I've now taken care of a bunch of different older people. My aunt
Mm-hmm.
who didn't have any kids, and then right now, like through Eric, my mother-in-law, your
Mm-hmm.
other grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw my mom watch my grandma take care of my grandma, and like it doesn't seem that simple. Like it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like older people want to do the thing that completely makes sense to do. I
Yeah.
guess probably I don't understand because I'm looking at it from this perspective. Maybe we'll still be doing our
Yeah.
podcast when I'm 78 and I can tell you more. But what does
Yeah.
it look like from your perspective?
Well, I mean, I feel like it just kind of really depends on the person. Obviously, you could be running a marathon or you could be, have to have extra help and live in a like a nursing home type situation, which actually we don't know if that's what the 78-year-old marathon runner, if that was like their situation. But I also think it's kind of like a cultural thing, especially for us. Like, it's kind of expected that you take care of your like parents or grandparents. So, I mean, for me, I don't know, it seems more normal that she's like not sure about her next steps because I don't know. Maybe because she sees you guys living like busy lives too, so she wants and she likes being independent. Speaking about my grandma, so she like wants to be able to do things on her own and not have to depend on you guys. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I can't really know what you're gonna do in this situation until you're there
I
from both
know.
sides.
I know. So the thing is, taking care of your parents can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. Well, it can play out in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel totally willing to help her do some of the things that she needs to get done right now,
Mm-hmm.
some maintenance stuff or whatever. But I see a certain way to do it that
Mm-hmm.
makes totally complete logical sense to me. And I don't think she necessarily wants to do it the way that I want to do it.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Like, what are your thoughts on when you need help and you're an older person, or just when you need help? Are you supposed to like ask for that help to be done the way that you want it to be done? Or do you get the helpers, take the helpers lead?
I don't know. I feel like in like taking care of someone when they're older, it would probably be more, I would say from my perspective right now, that the caregiver, you would take like the caregiver's I don't know, like not side but perspective on it or way of doing things, just because I don't know, it's hard to give someone like exactly what they want, especially in those situations. But for
Especially
me,
when it's
like asking, yeah,
Oh, especially when it's different from what you think is the right thing to do.
right. But now I feel like right now for me asking for help, I'm kind of expecting that the help I'm gonna get is not necessarily is like they're gonna help me do what I want to do and not I'm gonna ask for help and I'm gonna follow what they say. But it
Hmm.
also depends on the situation.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So your dad is convinced that when it's my turn, you guys have to take care of me because I need some help or whatever, or you guys need to like supervise or assist with some things I need with that I'm going to be stubborn and also like, difficult for you guys.
Well, I think all this is like also a personality thing. That's why it depends on the person. And like
Hmm.
based off your personality, I feel like that might be the case, even though right now you say like you're not going to be. But it's like, I mean, you're gonna want what you want. It's hard to like completely let go. I feel like you're always in control of a lot of different things. So it'd be hard and the boss of a lot of different things. So it would be probably it will probably be hard to let that go.
Man, I hope that we can get along and see eye to eye and
Mm-hmm.
that I know when I need help. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
part of it too. I think sometimes you don't realize when you need help.
Well, I mean, thankfully, especially like for both of my grandmas right now, like there's a lot of family around. So it's helps in like making things clear when the help is needed and like when they can step in. And I
Hmm.
feel like that will be the same for you. It's not like you won't be surrounded by family, or at least like loved ones. So it's like they'll kind of step in if
I mean,
necessary, I
hopefully.
guess.
Like, what if life takes us into places where we're not around each other?
I mean, yeah, but I also feel like that hasn't been the case for you as you've grown up, and I don't think it'll necessarily be the case for us either, unless you move away and do your thing that you want to live in random countries for only 3 months at a time. Then it'll probably be hard.
Yeah, but I plan to do that in like 2027. So, it's not that, not 2027. Sorry, that's just 2 years from now. I plan to do that starting December 2028. I'm going to be like
How does
51.
2020? What's the difference between 2027 and 2028?
Well, the difference is that your sister will have graduated from college.
But you guys don't like. We don't live at home right now.
Oh, well, we have to
Why
pay for
can't you just
tuition.
do it now?
Well, because we have to work so we can pay for your tuition.
But then, what about work afterwards?
Yeah, no,
You're done.
no, we still have to work, but right now it's really rough because like we still have two children that are
Right.
financially dependent on us. And starting 2028, that will not be the case. Hope you know.
Yes, we've had this conversation, but yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts? Like, okay, be totally honest. What if I wanted to move in with you when I'm older?
I don't think that you'll want to. And honestly, I don't know. I mean, I only say I don't know because I feel like I wouldn't be able to, and I also wouldn't want to say no.
Hmm.
But I'm not quite sure if that would necessarily. I mean, I guess it depends on my situation, but no,
And I
could
think
not could
it's,
just not be a good idea. But it also,
I feel like it's nice when people have their own space.
yeah,
But that doesn't mean that that's why that I would live in like an assisted living facility
right,
because I would have assistance, but I would have my own space, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because if I mean, in any situation, if a family member moves in, like on both sides, the space is your personal space is decreased,
Hmm.
and I
And
think,
it's not
yeah,
just physical. It's like you can't move around or talk or like you always have to be considerate of the other people that are in the house, you know? Like right now, I don't know. With you guys not home, like Eric and I can just watch whatever we want to watch on TV, like, whatever music you want to play is on. I don't know. It's just like, if not that we couldn't do that before, but if we were up late watching a movie and it was loud, and then I'm living with an older person and then they thought it was too loud, then I'd feel like I should probably turn it down. And that's not that big of a deal, but that like multiplies times a lot of things. Or like I wouldn't feel like I could fight with Eric in front of other people living with us. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice
yeah,
to have that like space to do that. Not that I want to fight with him,
yeah,
but you know what I mean?
yeah. You kind of cut out for a little bit, but yeah, I agree. I think it would put strain on a lot of the family dynamic, probably. I'm speaking like a general sense, but yeah,
You know what you can show me later when I'm older? You can show me this recording and say, remember when you said that you would be ready to live in assisted living when you need help? And I guess like how do I you know why sometimes I think people don't want to live in assisted living because it costs a lot of money, a lot of
mm-hmm.
money. And then you're afraid that you're going to run out of your money, so you want to move in at the last possible minute so that you don't run out of money and so that you have more money to pass on to your, you know, children and
Right,
stuff when you die. So,
right,
like I don't know. I'm just going to say that I'm going to listen to you when you say that it's time for me to find another safer place to live.
yeah. Well, I sure hope so.
You can play this recording
But
for me.
is is this decision going to be made just by me? Is this what's happening? and not Lucy.
I mean, either one of you. But if
That's
you
just
disagree, that's the other thing. Oh man, when siblings disagree,
the way that me and Lucy work. Like, if we disagree, one person just gives up. So I don't really think it'd be that big of an issue. And she would probably have me make the decision anyways. She's horrible at making decisions. So it'd probably be me anyways.
well, and what about you when you grow old? What do you want?
I don't know. I guess it depends. I wouldn't necessarily want to live in an assisted living home, but I also don't wouldn't want to be like a burden on my family also. So, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to think of it now because that's like in a long time, but I guess it really depends. I don't really have an answer.
I mean, I feel like the best situation would be me and my own home, a trusty live-in like caretaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trusty, trustworthy. Like not somebody's gonna like abuse me or like steal my money, but someone that we trust
Yeah.
that has good caretaking skills. And I'm in my
Mm,
own space
yeah,
and I'm
I
going to
agree.
like cute little recreational activities for older people.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what your dad said? He said if he gets dementia, to just move him to the Philippines and he'll just get caretakers there. I'm like, I don't want to live in the Philippines. And he's like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Just
I
leave
don't
me there. I'm like, I'm not going to leave you there.
I don't think he's thought about that logistically, and I do not think that that would happen.
And I'm like, no, don't tell me that you want me to leave you in the Philippines. He's like, no, that's what I want. I was like, no,
No.
that's just like, what? I'm not going to abandon you. And now I'm going to have to move to the Philippines.
Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to convince him.
Well, honestly, I hope that at 78 I'm running marathons and everything is completely the same. That is my goal.
I hope that I'm
To
taking dance
be,
class and
yeah.
traveling. And yeah, I
Because
had
it's like,
there was an 89-year-old that came into the clinic today that was a tango dancer. So there's that.
I mean, it's not impossible. It's just, you can't really, at a certain point, can't really control what happens. But
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I hope my dad continues to stay healthy, but he's 80 and he's drank and smoked almost his entire life.
right.
And he's
I
on no
mean,
medication.
it's
So
kind of crazy how those things work.
I know, I know. I think I was told today that longevity has to do with more with genetics than any of these other things that my Instagram tells me I need to do to live well longer.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that the stuff that you see on social media is just like too much. It's just, I don't trust it. I'm like, why? Nobody did these extra things before. Why do I have to do them now? But I guess that's capitalism. So,
Yeah. Or, I mean, not that that's not capitalism, but like our world, our environment is changing. Our food is different. Our environment is different than it was for people a long time ago. And so that's why we
yeah.
have to do it now. But you know what? Actually, people used to live not as long before. We're actually
Yeah.
living longer now.
But
Anyway,
I mean, like, me putting on some retinol eye cream isn't gonna do anything for me. Just like,
I'm using retinol.
I know you would. That is so up your alley.
I'm also 48, but I think at 21, you probably don't need retinol, but maybe you do.
Well, I still think 48's pretty young, and I don't understand why every single part of my body needs a different cream.
That I don't
Like,
understand either.
I'm like, why can't I just use the same things? I think that's the keys. Like, we overcomplicate things too much, and then just makes things worse or just doesn't make anything better.
Yeah. Or maybe just makes us feel better because we think like we're doing the right thing and we're in control of the situation. Really, nothing's really happening. We're just over complicating and thinking that we're controlling the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.
Don't forget, I don't know what episode this is, but save this episode for when you
Mm,
need to remind me of what I've said about what I want when I'm older.
no, don't worry. This is gonna be online forever and ever. Our digital footprint is crazy.
Yeah. Not, yeah. Yeah. Our voice, our face. Shoot. All right. Have a good rest of your night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.